do. And a lot of the things that you talk about, I see that in him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. Especially when you be talking about the power of your words.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, like it's spot on. You have to be extremely intentional with what you say.
Yes.
Try to not even try. Look, I'm saying try, but replace words like try with I will instead of I try. You know, because that's super important. You know, words is manifestation. And whatever you speak is what you think, and that's spirituality. So it starts within, right?
Yep.
So I learned the moment I manifest something and the affirmation verbally,
Yep. That affirmation is
followed by
serious.
action, like I'm able to do some really incredible things.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
very simultaneous to what you're doing, like which is very, very important. But words is everything.
Yes.
You know, and you know you can do positive acts, but speak negative.
Right.
Speak negative,
Right.
and still be at like you're just breaking even with your actions, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's another thing too, or have a tainted or jaded spirit, but still be a positive person in action.
That's hard.
But then it's you understand that you're not really going nowhere. So just imagine you kind of purify your soul, not to stay away from religion, but like really speak positivity, think positive, and then move positive.
Right.
You'll be in a different direction.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
you have to be holistically positive.
Right.
You know,
Oh,
and
that's hard sometimes.
no, I mean it's all about, you know, just like intensive reading. I think is very important. Surroundings.
Yep.
You know, and now we understand that our work, our 9 to 5 or whatever works we do, our doings is not enough to say I'm progressive. Right? We want to
Yes.
have
Preach.
friends. You want to have friends that's positive. You want to go home to a positive environment.
Preach. Yes.
You know, and
Preach.
you know, understand that
Preach.
people are just people and our surroundings, but we have the moment me personally, I took 100% responsibility for my life.
Right.
And I didn't point fingers. I didn't say it was the government. I didn't say because I was coming from nothing like I
Yep.
did, or because my mom and my dad was this person. I wasn't born into wealth. I just detached myself from all of that, and then I was able to really propel, for sure.
That, what you just said, like, not pretty much not looking at your circumstances,
Absolutely.
but a lot of people do that, and that holds them back.
Right.
What do you think are some of the ways people can overcome that?
It's well, the first thing I'll say is remove yourself, right? But sometimes that's not enough, right? Because it's like, what if the negative person is like your landlord or like your spouse, right? You just can't replace yourself,
in some
remove
people's
yourself.
situations, some of the toxic people are family members.
Oh, family and friends could be the most poisonous
Yes.
people in your life. That's a fact,
Yep.
especially when you're doing something different, when you're breaking a mold, breaking a cycle. I'm a guy, like reading changes everything, because like I invest 2 hours a day into reading, right? Outside of me writing books and selling books, I read other people's books, right? Because your mind is like wealth files,
Right.
like how you know, T.5 Ecker or Robin S. Shermer says, it's what you put into your mind is very, very important.
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah,
people don't
yeah.
understand, like, that's so important. Like,
Yeah.
so if I read an hour, even on my way to work or from work, or listen to audio, because now you can receive information anyway. There's no excuse anymore.
Very
right?
true.
Like now
Very
you
true.
can literally listen to it on your iPod, in your car. If you're on a long train ride to the city or whatever
That's
the case,
me.
you could pop open a book, right?
Yep.
So like, and books are like a penny now. Like you can go to Strand and get like a $2 book that could change your life, right? So my recommendation, just read 10 pages a day
Right.
of
Yeah.
a good book. That's 13 books a year. Just imagine how your life would change mentally. You know, like it all starts mental. And that is super important for sure.
When I first started getting back into media, I'm gonna say, and the person I was working with, I always mention her name, Natasha Nurse,
Right.
who was helping me get myself together with my first business, my
Right.
clothing line, and then once I started doing radio, she was like, you know what you need to do, because I was always coming home and talking to her, and I was always stressed out and mad
Yeah.
from work, and she said, you need to read more books.
Yeah, it's like it's so simple. Like it's super important. Like we work and we live to lead,
Yeah.
to win. You
Yes.
understand? That's the
Yes.
whole point. Like, what am
Yes.
I doing more to get more? Right? Like, that's just how it is. Right? So like myself, like I come from a Jamaican family, right?
Okay.
Immigrant parents.
What part of Jamaica?
So like my mom's side, like Mobay and in Spanish Town, right?
Okay.
So each side, we're like Bonnet Street. So with immigrant parents, sometimes what it is, and all of my friends, like I was raised in like Hispanic culture too. So like Dominican culture, like my tightest people, like my queen is Dominican, right? Like I get it 1,000%, right? My daughter's half Dominican, right? So
her cute self.
yeah, thank you so much. So as Caribbeans, what we're taught is, you're either going to be a sojourner, come here, accumulate your wealth, and go back and be a millionaire back home, right, and build the house of your dreams, or come here and get a better life, but still be extremely pious in your approach, right? Just be where we're starting to learn that the people who are leading are the radicals, right?
Yeah.
These are the people who believe in themselves to the 10th power.
Speak it.
Right?
Yes.
So, and where it's, my authenticity is not going to rub everybody the same way, right? Like, you know, the fact that you're a deaf DJ, the moment they said that in your battle, it was like, he's going to lose, right? Like who you was authentically didn't rub everybody the same way, right? So first is just being self-aware and moving, but I feel a lot of what happens is we're groomed to be pious, to be humble, keep your head down, and then you start to learn
about
like
that too, that humble word.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Bro, I'm very, because words have meaning, right? Like, and when you look at I'm a definitive guy because I'm a writer. So, you know, when you look up the word like humble, like 90% of it is negative. And you're like, wait, what? Like, go means go, stop means stop, red means red. And then it's like, where did I learn this from, right? And then you get to the core and history of things, and it's like,
that's crazy.
Oh, this is literally to control me.
Yes.
Because words can control people, going back to words.
God.
Right? So,
yes.
You know, once you step away from that, because you could be a humane person and not encompass being, like, humble is a state, like, dirty, low, impoverished, shy, lowly. Right, it's like I come from humble beginnings, right? So that's making me a little more humane, which is separate, right? You could be a humanitarian, you could be approachable, but if I permeate certain words within my character, then I live like that,
right? Because
I'm not going to be able to, when I get an opportunity, leverage it, because I'm going to be told to always think second class. Nah, be humble. This is too much for me. Nah. Like, you know, I want to seem like I'm better than. So how do you plan to progress? Like, some people are better than other people because they put the work in.
Right.
It's not necessarily saying you're lower than me, forget about you, but we compete to win. Like, life is to win. Like, that's the whole point, you know? So, and then when you get to that winning spot, you bring people with you after. You understand? Like you said, I got to get there first and show. And with my following, I'm able to show you. Like, this is how it's done, right? But you got to be ferocious and relentless in your approach, but be of service, too. You know? So,
you gotta be confident to do it.
And confidence is real. It's real, and you know, you see how I move. You know, I'm in schools, I'm in colleges, I'm all over the place, right? So it's like
leadership again.
Like I love. First of all, I love my people. Right. I love anything brown, metal. I don't care if you. I don't care the texture of your hair.
Right.
If you like Caribbean, American black, Espanol, Dominicana, Puerto Rican, all of that. Those are my people. Like, I'm from New York, right? Any type of Caribbean, like, that's we it, right?
Yep.
So at some point, we need to teach ourselves, you know, I love you. Be confident. Don't give a F about what people think about you, and just move forward. You know, and that'll be the best advice you will ever get.
I mean, the funny thing is that we think that if you look at the media, what happens right now, the focus on black people. You know what I mean? Because we black people have talent. We have a potential to do something, because they don't know what's going on with white people. Because white people do everything. I respect white people because
they respect all people for sure.
They're smart with busy order.
Yeah.
But that make us look bad. I'm like, because what we doing right now, talk about crazy stuff. I mean,
I think it's perpetuated. Like, what we're seeing, of course, is a incline in like a lot of black excellence that's being portrayed. And what it is what we have to do is just, we don't need to seek approval from other people. Like, you know, like, every culture and every race has people who do good and do bad, right? But what we have to do, it's not us against them. You know, it's kind of like, how can we build us and just stand on our own 2 feet, you know, which is super important.
Like Jay Morrison.
I love Jay Morrison.
Like what he
Toast is my
saying,
guy.
yes.
So right under him, the business development for Academy. Toast is my guy. Brandon Wigley. Like I know all of them. Yeah. Good people.
I love the stuff that he talk about, especially when he talks about building wealth and building black wealth, Black Wall Street, bringing that back. Yeah. And you also touched on how with certain words, that's how we was trained as humans. And I think everybody really, especially people of color, are starting to wake. I hate using wake up or woke. I personally don't like using that. But
what does that mean, right? It's like, oh, you woke. You know history. That's a whole different conversation. Exactly. I speak to my people on that.
I think a lot of people are starting to actually get it now. How important it is, because you just mentioned something also where you said, oh, I just lost it. But it's pretty much along the line of when you read, you learn about yourself and history and stuff like that. And again, I think people are starting to do that. And it's like, wait, but that's not what I was taught coming up. Let me go back here and start reading this.
You know, my dad told me growing up, Jamaican, right? God rest his soul. He said, when I was raised, my dad is very straightforward, like Capricorn, analytical, right? Jamaican, and he was like, he said, son, you want to keep something from an N-word, you put it in a book.
Yes. My friend could tell you.
Which was crazy, right? So it was like, for me, it's like, the blueprint's already out. Like, literally, you could Google something and it's out. It's how to build your credit, how to network. Everything is literally at your fingertips.
Right.
So to not succeed is, you know, people say, you know, if you want to be wealthy and rich forever, right? There's 3 categories, right? There's food, hospitality, and clothing. But now I feel the 4th is if you find your niche within emotion and self-development, right, you will always propel. I think we got to take a step. Who am I, right? Do we do that? I mean, for the listeners, I feel like this is really good. I like this. This is good.
I try to keep my shows at a conversation level because I think when people open up and one person have one idea or they say one thing, there's somebody else bouncing off of that. And I always tell people before they come to my show, be prepared because we're going to have something to talk about, but it's probably going to go on track because everybody is going to be.
I love that.
It's going to be open.
For sure.
And I think especially with people of color, we need to have conversations like that because we walk around holding stuff in.
Absolutely.
And for my show, I just always wanted to have a platform where people could come and just talk.
Oh, I love it.
And hear ideas. Yeah. And hear things possibly that you didn't know. Or if you knew something, it would be something like, I didn't know it was that deep. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And they want to take it further.
That's perfect. No, that's spot on. I feel you know, now it's kind of like we're moving past. We have, you know, self-development. We have brothers and sisters or just human beings, right? That's, from a man's standpoint, historically dealing with the mental capacities and really talking to people that can help us and not bringing that to our lady. Because that's not our stuff. We handle it. Then we take care of our queens, right? And daughters as well, right? And just siblings, right? So, and then we have amazing movements, again, like Me Too. We have a lot of self-love for the woman. So now that we're at that point where we're becoming more self-aware, now it's about practicality. It's about doing it, right? And not having an opinion on every little thing in the world, but just doing it, right? And you know, if you buy somebody's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. So that's deep. It's a different conversation, right?
Yes, I like that. You buy someone's opinion, you buy their lifestyle.
That's true.
I like that.
That's true.
Did you come up with that?
No. One of my mentors told me. Okay. I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, he really you know, that my mentor told me that, and he also told me, ignorance on fire beats knowledge on ice. You know, and sometimes we're groomed, especially through the educational system, to know and prepare and know everything before I try it. Where, you know, the person that just doesn't know and learns along the way always wins. So, very true. See, I knew this was going to be a dope show. I knew it. Derek is on his way. And I want to jump back to... Yes.
Good. I mean, everybody, we got to hear what you got to say.
For sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, because one thing with fatherhood, I think that's very important, and at times, especially in this world, we don't always get to say the things we want to say to our parents, because sometimes the kids may pass on first, or the parents.
Right, right.
If you could say something to your dad right now, what would it be?
I don't know. I have no idea, but it's just that, I want to thank him, asking him to put me where I'm looking for. Because I knew to play basketball. But I thought basketball would be my thing. But now I got turned to DJ. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me do the DJ. What can they do this for me? Okay,
right, absolutely.
3 out of the year. Then how do you have to call it, on the up? Because they're playing basketball. But the call of the year, I was like, okay, I got people coming to me, all that stuff like that.
Yes.
So while I'm DJ, I would go further. Focus on music. Like I say, I want to be DJ Murger. It's called hip hop Murger.
Nice, very nice.
So it's like, now I have to talk to people. I ask them to put me in the situation that I can ask them to get the thing going. You know what I mean? It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
You know
Tell
what I
me
mean?
about that one too.
You know what I mean? In 2018, because it's about who you know, because we had to connect it. Okay, he will put you down. That's the only if he asking to put you down, he will get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in 90s, 80s, it was about what you know, people were out there to pick it up, it's not that. In 2018, it's like the different games.
It's different. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I had to other people out there, how you build a fire with, how you do that. So, you got to put the work in, you got to meet the people out there.
Yep.
So
Collaboration.
Okay.
You got to put the work in.
You know what I mean?
Man.
It's definitely, it's tough for me, because I don't know how you feel, how you do it, but it's 100 times harder for me.
Yeah.
Because it's the way I talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't hear very well. You know what I'm saying? I have to lose the other person, not my dictator and damper, because she talk for me, because I'm her eye, she's my ear. She talk for me. I'm okay,
nice.
You do this, you know, good. I got to it. But when people start talking, they really backing up.
Right.
I was like, okay, are you talking, or you gonna back it up?
Yeah. Action.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, I was like, I see people who are Frankie. I was like, you start playing me, then okay, I can move out to the next number. So I can't lose you no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to do everything myself. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to go to a different level now.
I like that. I mean,
yeah.
I think it was happening too as you get around more entrepreneurs, because I respect your grind, right? Like, first 15 minutes, I'm like, you're literally going against the grain 1,000%. I can't imagine what you're going through, so I'm not going to say I do, because you're in your own shoes, right? And your story is your story. So to literally pioneer in a field where it requires listening, and you're doing it, that's greatness. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good to have somebody you work with you.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, boyfriend, family. Especially family. Family asking because friends come and go.
Yeah.
But what you have I don't know if we got together, but I'm saying that if we work together, man, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's dope.
Perfect opportunity, because he can help you. You know what you are. We know what you are.
Oh yeah, we do everything.
Oh
yeah. That's good for entity do recording you, right?
Yeah.
He helping you.
Yeah, that's real. Because human being is transactional. Everything's transactional.
Yes.
Yeah, so
and
that's
I
what
see
it
that
is.
with the two of them on Instagram. I'm like, look at these two.
Yeah, we do. Like, Jess is my graphic designer, flyers, photographer, and I do the same. And then we talk business, money, finances, propelling from there. But like she's my business partner. She's my companion. Because we understand that love is not enough. I love you, okay.
Right.
But now, like, we're both trying to get to a certain level. We need that business acumen. Like, we need that. Oh, she helps me with graphics and how to be more of a people person, where I'm like, be intentional about the money. So it's really simplification, man. It's so simple. We complicate things for no reason, and it's like, if we just simplify like the basic needs of mankind, you'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
I agree with that.
Like,
yes.
Yeah. For sure.
I think I love stuff like that too, where you meet someone and the two of you could work together and build your empire.
Oh, man, this is the best
Because
thing.
that goes to what you also talk about, legacy.
Legacy.
Leaving that impression on your daughter.
Oh man, no, it's so important. Like, hashtag Barnes Legacy. That's mine on every website, on every social media. I've kind of monopolized that. I feel it's super important, for my daughter, like, to know, like, okay, daddy went to college and daddy started a business. He's successful. He's doing his thing. And then to also see daddy treating a woman super important, like pedestal style. I'm not going to say we perfect. I don't pitch perfection. I pitch progression. Like, like, we're going to disagree. We're going to debate. I ain't fighting or nothing like that. But that's anything, right? If there's no problem, we can't find a solution, right? So to portray peachy creamy is not real at all. But it's like, listen, you could be yourself and make it. Like, that's it.
Right.
Like, I say this over and over, but no ism, it compares to your goals. Classism, racism, sexism. If you want to get it done, you get it done.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I literally walk and live in that example, and you know my story. I mean, you guidance, chapter 11, shameless plug.
Yeah.
I talk about my experiences. I'm a recipient of divorce, foster care, house to house. Like, I was born in Queensbridge Projects, right? Like House of Nas, like 40th side, 12th Street. Moved to Harlem like during the 90s. So like New Jack City, I grew up right across the street from the Carter, which is the grand building, like 201 between 7th and St. Nick. Like, I'm from that, right? And then spent 7-8 years in foster care throughout the Bronx, South Bronx, and then North Bronx, right? So, and then moved back, and I said, how can I break this cycle? How can I forgive whatever circumstance led into that and just be a better person?
That's a powerful word, and that's a big thing. Forgive.
Yeah, you got to move forward.
Yeah. Yep.
That's super important. Yes. Yes.
I hear what you say. You think we have to forgive everything, whatever we've done in the past.
To move forward, man.
To move forward, yeah.
Because it's all a lesson learned, too.
You're not going nowhere.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah, it's definitely real, though.
And usually a circumstance, unless it's like out of like a baby or something, right? But once you start to comprehend and understand, like, okay, I was in this situation, why? Right? Because some things you can't control. Like a kid, you can't say to a kid, oh, you in this. But like once you become like a young adult or adult and cognitive, like, conceptually, you understand where you're going. It's like, all right, so you was at this party. Who decided to go to that party? Oh, me. All right, cool. So
self-accountability.
Self-accountability is super important. So, like even certain relationships or business deals or friends, like you initiated that some way, some part.
Yeah.
And I was reading like The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, like, also being a good receiver too.
That's hard for
being
me.
able to receive criticism is a different level of maturity, right? Because I hate taking criticism, but I've learned, like I said, but I've learned to like receive it. Like, bro, you're wrong,
right?
And be able to take an L and failure and be like, all right, cool, I'm good.
But no, we look at the credit. We take the credit system. How you be a better person?
That's it. That's real.
You know what I'm
saying? It's super important.
Yeah, I'm still learning that part of my life, accepting criticism. I really am.
You gotta learn every day. A wise man knows he knows nothing at all. So
Very
to
true.
think you know everything,
I don't.
right?
I don't.
So
I don't. And what you said just a second ago of when you was going through, your childhood and the obstacles that was coming along with it, and where you said you was trying to figure out why I have to go through this. And I think everyone does that. And like you said, as you get older, you start to realize, oh, I went through this because of this. I went through this because of that.
Right.
And then when you think about how everything, came about, it's like, I get it now. And that's what happened with me.
Oh, man. And then the lead up, too. It's like, if I didn't go through this, I wouldn't be the person I am now.
Exactly.
Right? My skin wouldn't be this tough. I wouldn't be able to be open. I wouldn't be able to deal with certain stresses on different levels. You know, TD Jake said it the best.
Yeah.
God is not going to bless you with the next level because everything's stress management.
Yes.
So if you can't handle stress on this level, I'm not going, you know, like you can't even handle 100,000.
Right.
Billionaires go through it too.
Right.
Great Gandhi went through it too.
Yep.
MLK went through it too, but you had to handle stress on a lower level in order to groom yourself for the next level up.
Yep.
You know, and it's real.
It
you know,
is.
and be able to, when you see success and dopeness, go towards that. Don't shy away because you feel like, well, I don't encompass this or that. Just, man, if you cool and dope, I want to be next to you. Like, saying,
because you'll learn so much more too to add on to already the things that you know.
Absolutely.
And I think at times I could speak for myself on this one. I do get nervous with that. Whenever I accomplish something, and then I'm like, oh my God. And then I start, wait a minute.
That's what you wanted. This is what you wanted.
And then I have to ease my way back because I'm like, I worked hard to get here. I have to stick to it because I'm trying to reach a certain level.
There it is.
And it's hard sometimes. And like you just said too, like for me, being in investment banking, I used to always get mad, like, why do I have to go through this? I don't want to be in this anymore. And just dealing with different personalities and dealing with people who don't care about nothing but money and dealing with people who really don't care about what goes on the outside long as I get my check or whatever. You know, it's like I see all that.
It's business 101.
And it trained me. And, you know, having things done to me, you know, where I felt I may have deserved, you know, a little bit more appreciation, but you give it to somebody else. And I work my butt off for it.
Right.
So it's like I learned how to just do me.
There it is.
And get the things that I want. And that's very important to me because I see it now with having my own radio show and coming across different personalities and everything and being able to read people and everything. I'm like, I'm thankful now that I am in investment banking because I get it. I could, you know, see someone being fake from a mile away now. Like, okay, I already know what you about. Let me step over here. And it is, you have to, you know, appreciate what you go through because I think also when you appreciate stuff, he's going to, whoever, you know, anyone believe in, your higher power, he's going to keep helping you progress. But like you said, you got to learn, you got to grow, you got to see the lessons and what you go through.
Be open. I mean, that's important. And it's, I think another thing is understand that the people that come into your life are for a certain period of your journey, right? And being okay to that, like, understand that, you know, this relationship is probably going to last an hour, 60 minutes, or 6 months, right? And don't take it personal, right? Because some things ain't forever, you know? And when it comes to a journey, you know, I used to be in my feelings, like, oh, but maybe this person was just here just to help you land this deal and walk away, right? And don't take it as fakeness but soundness, right? And go from there, right? You know, and understand you can't be used, you're useless. Like, it's transactional. Everything's transactional, you know. So
very true.
I think that's important, and just be open and loving, but be business driven too, right? You know, and understand. You know what I mean? Brian Tracy said, second to oxygen need to be money, because from that you could provide, you could love, and, you know, really build from there, which is super important. So.
Very, very true. Very true. Like, this is why I wanted you on the show, because, you know, just dealing with some of the things I'm going through and just having people like you, Hear No Evil, and Derek come on. I learned from all three of you.
Yes.
And to have you here to talk, I'm like, I know they'll be able to spread a whole lot of knowledge to people viewing and listening, because it's not easy out there. It's not easy, you know, trying to get ahead. It's not easy having your own business, you know.
That's real.
And I appreciate, you know, everything that you're saying right now, because it's true. It's true. Very, very true.
It's hard work. It's real.
I mean,
you
definitely
have to leave. Right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I got to do that too.
Yes. Okay. Well, you can make your way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
I mean,
I'm
Did you
gonna
wanna
follow
stay
you and make
longer?
sure you get all the information. I don't want to exchange on a radio show. My number is 6. They'd be like, yes, hello, Castell. I'm from Wisconsin. I know it's late at night. You said something that really changed. You can follow me at CJR Barnes. Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead and plug it.
Instagram is at CJR Barnes, BARNES, like Barnes and Nobles. Everything is at CJR Barnes except for Twitter. Twitter is like underscore CJR Barnes. But everything else is / or at CJR Barnes, BARNES. You can find everything there.
And you already have his, probably because I tagged all. Like,
yes,
all of you
I
in
will.
the thing.
I will for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay. So